Hello again, Hi Church. How's it going? My name is Pastor Tim, and I am going to continue in our devotional thread of devoted. What a devoted follower of Jesus looks like. I got lucky when I was assigned this passage to teach because I just love the message that Jesus is sending in this passage. Now we're going to be in John chapter 8, and a lot of us know this story. It's the woman who was caught in adultery. Now, a crowd had gathered. They had kind of cornered Jesus. They were asking Jesus some questions, and they literally say, hey, this woman was caught in the very act of adultery. And it's funny to me always, and I'm sure you've heard this said before, but it's true. It's funny that they brought the woman who was caught in adultery rather than both. It takes two to be caught in adultery. They only bring the woman, which leads me to believe they really didn't care about the woman or what would happen to her. They really were trying to corner Jesus. And so they're asking him a bunch of questions, and that's a whole nother teaching of itself. But what I want to focus on is the interaction between Jesus and this woman. Now, she probably has hardly any clothes on. She was caught in the very act of adultery, maybe a blanket around her. A big crowd from old to young is gathered. She's standing before the rabbi. She's standing before Jesus. Ashamed, caught, it couldn't get any worse for her, right? And I love the way that Jesus interacts with this woman. And we can take note of this is what a devoted follower of Jesus would do in a situation. We are so deep into this cancel culture. Someone says something wrong or does something wrong. They have no chance to own it, ask for forgiveness. They have no chance in the public eye or in groups of friends or in whatever industry they're working in to reconcile that behavior, to get help with that behavior, and move forward. And that's what Jesus is all about. Jesus' heart is not about a cancel culture. He's about reconciliation. He's about redemption. He's about seeing people made new. The fact of the matter is that all of us have done things that we're ashamed of, done things that should get us canceled nowadays. But Jesus didn't cancel us. Jesus didn't cancel people when they were full of sin. He loved them. He showed compassion on them. And in this story, Jesus meets with this woman in this situation. Starting in verse 9. It says, when the accusers heard this, they slipped away one by one. Here's what happened. Jesus said, hey, if you're innocent of sin, you throw the first stone. You go ahead and start the stoning if you have no sin of your own. And quickly, everyone one by one started to leave. And here's why. It's because everyone is guilty. Every one of us have done things that we should be held accountable to. But God's forgiveness and ability then to be restored, be reconciled, to be made new, continue working out our faith. That's what the heart of Jesus, that's what a devoted follower of Jesus would do, would offer that same compassion and love and mercy to people who made mistakes. People who have done things that we don't agree with. Instead of canceling them or throwing them out, one by one they began to leave, from the youngest to the oldest, until only Jesus was left in the middle of the crowd with this woman. So now it's just this intimate one-on-one. It's Jesus and this woman. It says, then Jesus stood up again. He had been kneeling in the ground. And he said to the woman, where are your accusers? See, there was no one left to accuse her of anything. They had all gone. I love this. Didn't even one of them condemn you? He asked her, didn't any one of these guys condemn you? She said, no, Lord. No, Lord. And Jesus said, neither do I. Go and sin no more. Jesus offers her forgiveness. He offers her reconciliation. He offers her a chance to do the right thing, right? To change her behavior. Go and sin no more. That's Jesus right now. I was like, dude, don't go sin anymore. Don't do that. I'm not going to condemn you either. Go sin no more. This compassion is devoted to compassion and mercy to deny cancel culture just because they she got caught doing this one thing, as horrific as it may be. Jesus offers her mercy, no condemnation. Tells her to sin no more. He restores her. He restores her. What would it look like if you and I were devoted followers of Jesus, even in the messy, hard things when people have disappointed us? People have done things that maybe in our eyes are just absolutely atrocious, but yet we step into that and say, I'm going to love you. I am going to help you. I want to be here for you. That's what the devoted follower of Jesus does. So keep your eyes open this week as you look for opportunities to step into a messy situation and show love and compassion. And by doing so, you are acting as a devoted follower of Jesus. Doesn't mean you agree with it, but it means that you're willing to step in and show love. Being a devoted follower of Jesus can be hard, it can be difficult. However, man, what does it do in the lives of the person who needs that love and kindness and compassion? It just might change everything for them. Have a good week, and we will see you next time.